Good morning, everyone. It is Monday. Time to paint a Pokemon. Usually on Mondays we paint Pokemon. Today we are going to be working more on our Flygon painting. I really would like to finish it, but the issue is I have a lot of things to kind of fix here and there. Like, I think what I really want to focus on is the sky. The sky is really flat. I don't really want it to be flat. I want it to be more curved. So I think for right now, we will dive right in to fixing that. Yeah, hold on one sec. So this would be, yeah. So this is our background right now. It's really loose. So I'm actually gonna take this color. I'm gonna, just for the sake of having it, I'm gonna duplicate it. And I'm gonna erase a bunch. I feel like I could just paint it over and not worry too much about it. But yeah. Yeah, maybe that is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna delete this. All right, well. This is oh man, just always the spam messages. It's crazy. Let's see, this we're gonna merge these because oh nope, wrong layer. I'm gonna merge these and I'm gonna duplicate it just to kind of have a backup in case we really botch this. I'm gonna start erasing. The left side I kind of like. I do want it to kind of curve down a little more like this. Kind of make a more curved sky here. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to just launch away with your questions. And I will try to answer them as best as I possibly can. I don't know what insight I can offer. Hopefully it's some, but it might not be any. But that's okay. We all have our different processes when it comes to art. And that's what makes it really cool. So I want to kind of curve like that. Where's our Flygon? All right. Let's see if we can kind of want it to have like you see the clouds like this a lot in like, you know, animes, like they do like that crazy like angle. I kind of want to like have a little bit of that. I don't want to like necessarily replicate it, but it'd be cool, kind of cool to have look a little bit. Let's get a chunkier brush here. And the reason why I copied this because I did like the color I had for the clouds underneath. I think that's what I wanted to keep. try that again. Might take us a few tries, so just heads up. Because it's like I know what I want to do, but I can't quite like get what I'm seeing. Like I'm gonna try to just quickly block it all in. Also, if you want to follow along with progress on Pokemon or any of the games I'm making a lot of tabletop games, or get digital downloads or anything like that, please follow me on Patreon. You can follow for free, and you'll get access to most of the stuff. The digital downloads and stuff are kept for paying tiers, but I kind of use that as my social media. So like, I post most works in progress and stuff on there instead of on social media. Just trying to keep it all in one place. Lower. I'm not worrying about the sky too much. I just don't want it to hinder the composition at all. So like I definitely want it to kind of flow with the piece. And I felt like the first iteration of clouds was not doing that. Like it should be a little more circular. Which again is like super exaggerated and not completely accurate, but it's fun though. Kind of get those dramatic shapes. Fisheye lens kind of vibe. Again, we're gonna like keep the clouds loose. We're not gonna make them super tight. We're not. Heroic Antagonist on Twitch says, "Hi, Josh. Been quietly watching for a bit, but I have a lot of work to catch up on, and I need to get my kid ready for school. Had a delay. As always, thanks for streaming, and hope you have a good time." Heroic Antagonist, thank you for checking it out. Yeah, I had to get the kids ready for school. We didn't have a delay where we live, but yeah, we had some snow, and it was a trek because they also didn't like plow any. Usually they plow sidewalks and stuff. So, but I mean, it's like whatever, but it made things take a lot longer and stuff. Yeah, I ended up being through all of that and like getting ready and like all that stuff. I ended up being like an hour late for like work. so yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah, it kind of sets things off a bit. But I appreciate you checking out the stream. Thank you. And yeah, we're having a blast. I usually have a blast painting these Pokemon. These are a lot of fun. Except for one. We did one, and I did not like it. we did, what was it, Dragonair? That was the only one that I was like, I'm not going to do this one. I didn't like any of the compositions. Like, I liked the idea, but I ended up not liking any of the results. Just not a ton to work with Dragonair. I feel like maybe I'm just not at that level yet where I can make something interesting with Dragonair. Maybe I'm just not quite there yet. But yeah, no pressure. You don't have to engage in the chat and lurk away. Just watch it. We are here painting either way, and I'm happy you're just checking out the stream. Want this cloud to be a little dense portion here. Maybe I don't want it to go there. It's hard because I want to fill that blue space a bit, but I also like don't want to like. Maybe I can just do more clouds. We'll figure it out. Let's hide him again just to make sure we're getting what we want shape-wise for things. I know we're not going to see these shapes a little bit, but add a little definition down here. So yeah, like Flygon is like pretty much done. But I do have to like do the final bits of like shadows and highlights and rim lighting and all that stuff. So there, I guess it's not pretty much done, but the form is done. I have to finish the bottom here with the feet. Maybe we'll change gears and do that just to kind of finish that in a bit. But yeah, once I kind of want to get this in a solid place first. Whoops. And then we'll change gears here. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool. This cloud to the right is still bothering me a little bit. But, that's okay. Get a little, just keep working at it. I think we just have to break the cloud up just a little bit. It doesn't need to be that big. let's see how that looks. It's looking better. Gotta erase this. Gotta erase that red there. Erase that too. Yeah, I think that definitely looks better shape-wise. That has way more movement to it that I like. Just so everyone knows, we are also streaming on YouTube. If you prefer watching it on there, youtube.com/@Creative Outpouring, capital C, capital O. It's like, so, the URLs suck, but that's what it is. But yeah, thank you for watching over there as well. I'm also checking chat over there, so feel free to ask questions or stuff over there too. Let's see. Alright, so now, let's get back to the Pokemon. I think the sky works. I think the sky is good. We're good. A little water break. Get back to it. Looking at it now, I think the focus is going to be finishing up the form. Turn down my audio a little bit. Finishing up the form, because we have a little bit of that sketch down there to get rid of. And I do want to fix the sand in bits. Up here, I don't know. Maybe it'll get lost in the clouds if I lighten it. Maybe I should leave it. I was gonna lighten it, but I don't know if I should. I think it's fine the way it is. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just see afterwards how it's all reading. But yeah, we'll work on the form, and then we'll go to shadows, highlights, rim light, etc. So yeah, let's do that. Background, done. Let's lock that thing so I don't accidentally draw on it, because I've done that before. We need to get our Flygon reference up here, just so I make sure I get it right. Right. Flygon. Let's see if I can get rid of. Oh, no, that doesn't help me. It shouldn't take too long to do this. It's mostly just kind of coloring over the sketch. Just sort of like imagine the form here. I'll just go to another layer and just go. No, I'll go over the sand so I can see it. Form is kind of like this. Foot is kind of like that. And then we have this form over here. That's kind of the vibe. So, you know what, I'll just paint it like that. Don't worry, it won't stay. It won't stay like this above the sand. I will drop it below. But I just wanted to do that to kind of get the idea. I was really actually happy with the sand painting, so I'm glad I thought of doing this. So then I gotta go back. My stream window blocks up my reference window, so I have to keep going back and forth. They got these like little like slip-ons. That I kind of dig. You know, Flygon was also one of the Pokemon that I was never crazy about. I was kind of like, meh, about it. But after painting it and finding a captivating way to paint it, it has grown on me a lot. I still think it could have a really cool redesign or regional variant that kind of leans into like the sand, like the sandstorm chaser kind of vibe. I think that would be really slick and a cool concept to kind of roll into. Like, I don't know, like, I know it's not the same thing, but you can go like retro aviator pilot with it or something like that. It has the goggles, and like you can have it like, I don't know, you can have like its tail like wrap around its neck almost like a scarf and kind of make it look like a Red Baron like scarf or something like that. I don't know, you can do some cool stuff, I think, with the character. Maybe that would be a fun stream to do too. Would be like Pokemon redesigns or like even Fakemon. Like, I have a Fakemon idea that I've been wanting to do that I've been putting off because it's like obviously not priority. But maybe that would be a fun thing to do on stream, is like work out a Fakemon world with like chat or something. Would be really fun to kind of do. Like, I come up with like the premise and you guys help suggest monster names and town names and stuff. We just kind of build out a place. That could be fun to do. So that's kind of the shape we're gonna go with. We got this and this. I made it a little chonkier, and you know what? I'm okay with that. I think Flygon could be a little thicker. Why not? More thicky Pokemon. Thickymon. We do have a little bit of... how do we do this now? I think I just have to paint the red again. It's fine. Honestly, it might be better to just do that. Let's clean it up a little. Just see how that's looking. All right. I mean, we'll definitely have to paint the red again, the red underbase. So we might as well just like kind of go full on here. Why aren't you? All right, there we go. Okay. Don't worry, we'll fix it. We'll fix it, I promise. It won't look terrible. Let's see. Gonna bring some of that red back in, just because it did add some depth. I don't want so much that I had in there. I definitely want it on a separate layer, so. But definitely want it back in there. Yeah. We just gotta we gotta finish rendering it, essentially. Whoa, whoa, Photoshop. Easy does it there, cowboy. Alright. Clean that up. So it's fun with sand. I feel like I read somewhere that sand actually doesn't create shadows because of the way it reflects light or whatever, but I still think I will anyway, just to kind of have a fun way to play with light. Because I feel like it's really fun, especially down here, like you're having parts where the light would pass through the sand and you're getting lighter parts. And it's just a fun way to play with light. So I think even if that's not accurate, I think I'm still gonna do it. Just makes a more fun composition. See, now my question is, would the bottom of this is so weird. I need to see the bottom of Flygon's foot. Is it all green? No, it's light green still. Okay, all right, so it just ends. All right, okay. It's just reversed on the other side. Okay, we're good. Part of me wants it to like overhang just a little more because it kind of looks weird. Like part of me wants it to like go over here a bit. I don't know if that's better or worse. I don't know. It's so obscured by the sand that I'm not even sure if it matters. All I know is that it doesn't look great to my eye, so I want to fix it somehow. And it could just be that it's not fully rendered yet. It just doesn't match. It like stands out like a sore thumb. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just that. I just have to render more over here. Part of me feels like getting rid of that foot entirely. Like, I just think like, that looks bad. Like, I don't know, I feel like I would just rather do this. I feel like I'd rather just have its stomach. Because it just looks weird. Like, it just looks weird being obscured by the sand so much. But it's like a better I don't know. Let's just try to do this quickly. Do I prefer that? It's just the way the sand hits it. It just looked weird. It looked like a weird like knuckle like coming out of it. Like it just didn't hit right. I think it's better to just get rid of it. I think we're just gonna do that. It makes Flygon a little more flat, which sucks. But it's fine. It still looks dynamic enough within the piece. But like it would suck like if, say, in some crazy world that this wins the illustration contest and gets used as promo pieces, they're gonna have a hard time. If they want to take Flygon out of the sand, it's not gonna be as cool. I mean, maybe if you tilt it, maybe if you do this, it'll look kind of cool. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was using a different brush to smooth this out. I usually keep things pretty brush stroke-esque, but I'm using a spray brush to kind of smooth it out a bit in spots. Because, I mean, I don't like it for the hard edges. I'm not doing that, but when it comes to like gradiating, I'm using a spray brush. So yeah, now let's see with the sand. It's pretty cool. What do you guys think? Think we're getting there? Should I put the foot back in at the bottom? Or I think it looks better without it. What do you guys think? Maybe it's just me that kept noticing it. Maybe nobody else noticed or cared. But yeah, without it, it's a little flat. You know what? I'm gonna play around for a sec. Let's mess with some perspective a little bit. This is gonna look garbage. Just give me a sec. I don't know. I think it looks good the way it is. I don't think I need to like angle him up more. I don't know. Erase some of the red so you can see a little bit of that background. Because the background, we worked hard on it. All right, let's play around with some light a little bit. Make sure those edges are what we want. Want some harder edges here. If you're just joining us for the stream, we are painting Flygon. It's our entry for, well, it's one of our entries for the Pokemon illustration contest this year. Hoping it meets their standards. If it doesn't, well, you know, I still like it, whatever. Don't want to do that. So we're gonna go. So now we're gonna go just on a different layer, just to kind of. Definitely don't want those shadows to be like one tone. Let's see. So we got here, we want to add some shadow. I don't want it to be that color. We're gonna Did I color over this guy on accident? I think I did. That's alright. We can fix that. probably wrap up a little earlier today, probably 10:15 my time, so about 6 minutes. My next Pokemon that I'm going to do is Absol, which has one of the freakiest Pokédex entries that I think I've ever read. If I'm not mistaken, it's the one that like predicts like the end of the world or something like that. It's very Mothman-esque. Predicts like a catastrophe or something like that nearby. Something wild like that. Yeah, I wanna start working on that soon. Alright, this one will be a Stark. Whoa, what did I just do? Oh, I hit Control P instead of Control minus. Whoops. Alright, so it's looking good. Let's go here. I'm thinking dark tones here. So when you're in shadows, I think it's okay to block in with like one color just to kind of figure out where things are going. But always be sure to kind of like make a shadow relative, like use colors when you're doing shadows. Like it's not just like add black to red. Like you want to do like a darker red. So like you have, this is your red. So now you want to think, okay, maybe I'm going to take this color here. Wouldn't necessarily be more black, and maybe you want to add, maybe you'll add some like what's making it dark also is another thing that you're thinking of. Like the sand is putting it in shadow, but it's also a warmer tone, so like you're not gonna put blue in there, like it doesn't really make sense. Like the eye would be like kind of like what's going on here. So yeah, so when you're adding the shadows here, you're going to probably just do like a darker red. That's not a darker red, Josh. What are you doing? It's like, you obviously do add like some black, but like, you're not just like putting black over the same color that you're using, right? You're... let's do here. Because when you do that, you end up with like a really flat looking piece. If you stick with one like hue for your shadows, because I know it's like a trick people do is like they just like hit multiply and they just kind of go after it, and like I do that too. Like sometimes but I usually use that personally, I usually use that to beef up a shadow versus using it as my shadow. So like if I really want to make these shadows more dramatic, like I would do a multiply layer instead, because it does add a little more depth. I actually might even do it still for that layer. Like because it still maintains like the hue, and I think that actually works pretty well. But I wouldn't just do, like a lot of people just do a multiply layer, pick black, and just like keep going. You end up with these really dark shadows, so then you're messing with your opacity, but it's still flat. Like there's no, it's not taking in the hue. Honestly, I feel like a more accurate, if I'm understanding it, if I'm remembering it correctly, I feel like a more accurate layer style or whatever would be like overlay, or not color dodge. I can't think of the other one, but like, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if I need it. I feel like it's looking good the way it is. It has good value to it now. All right. So we didn't finish, but we're close, and I might just finish it off stream. But I have some emails and stuff to take care of, so I gotta stop. I got some other work to do. So thank you all for coming by the stream. Happy Monday, everybody. We'll be back Thursday. I really want to set up the camera and do some traditional painting on Thursday. If not, I'll probably be working on some commissions or something. But yeah, that would be the goal, would be to do a Thursday stream doing some painting. I did a little bit yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. But man, is it stressful, because you're like, man, if I make a mistake, I can't control Z it. I have to wait for it to dry and like try to fix it. But it was fun. It felt nice to do that. So yeah, maybe Thursday we'll do some traditional stuff. If not, have a great week, everybody. And I'll be back Thursday with something. See you later. Bye.